take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. Yeah, I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, run it. Ooh, I really feel it's my time. Think it's my year. I really feel it.
Welcome, everyone, back to a Marshalltown Bobcats esports. Today we have the Bobcats facing off with Urbandale. And this is week 6 as we are coming closer to the end of a season. Just the final 2 games left of the season. This is being, of course, week 6, second to last. Next week being the last one, as the Bobcats are looking their way to punch their ticket onto state. So hopefully the Baby 2 looks like, by the looks of it, they should hopefully need to win these next 2 to be guaranteed a spot into state. So yeah, as we're moving on to watch everyone jump into the stream and watch the game start, looks like they're just waiting for Urbandale. But starting lineup for the Marshalltown Bobcats will be Ryder Ambrose as starting player. And then following that, we have his twin brother, Dylan Ambrose. And then third up would be Armando Negrete. And then we have James Marquise. And then we have Francisco Rodriguez as the final for round 1. So as we're loading in here, waiting for all the kids to jump on Urbandale, getting booted up, we will just give everyone a quick moment here to get ready and load in. But as I said earlier, we are making our way to the end of the season, this being week 6, and next week, like I said, being the final week 7. So looking to continue on to their season to make it onto state and pursuing that dream of taking home some hardware. So still have quite a bit of a task in front of the Bobcats to end up moving on to state. And we'll hopefully see how everyone does. But the Bobcats ended up starting out with a bit of a rocky start, losing their first 2 matches, but ending up coming back and being on a 3-game winning streak. So hopefully they can keep the momentum going and finish off the season strong and moving on to state. But otherwise, yeah, so looks like just waiting for that final school to jump on and start. So quick moment, we'll just take a brief break as we wait for them to jump back on. So we will be right back. And we are back here as Urbandale ended up joining here. So again, looking for the Bobcats to see if they can get their first win, or to continue on to their winning streak. And beating Urbandale. Like I said, they've been doing really well lately, just keeping the momentum going, keeping the positivity going, and just essentially, just wanting to keep that winning attitude to end up going on to state, which is the ultimate goal, like I said. But we will end up seeing how they do. So as we load in here and wait for everyone to get in their zone, to get ready, we will see how the Bobcats do for the first match. A bit of an echo here. Let me go ahead and change. Let me go ahead and change that. Make sure that there's no echo coming through. So as we load in here, and the Bobcats, of course, are starting out their first attack, doing great so far, moving on already to knocking 2 stock off of Urbandale. So again, starting out to a great start, still leading on to that lead, which the Bobcats are in a great position right now. If they were to knock them out right now, move on to, nice job there, and moving on to a 3-0 win there. Great start so far by the Bobcats, and moving on to that great start. So as we move on, Ryder ended up getting the job done, moving on, getting a 3-0 start. Now seeing if his twin brother Dylan will be able to match the same performance as Ryder has. So we will see going on next what his brother can do. So, of course, we got Dylan playing Incineroar, which we also do have one of our other players, Aiden, playing Incineroar as well. So, we will see how this matchup ends up going, as Dylan ends up going up against a Terry from Urbandale. So, doing good so far, knocking them off. Looks like they had some issues trying to recover back, but so far, so good. Almost a mistake there by Urbandale. Another good job moving on to knocking 2 stocks off of Urbandale. Great job. They're trying to recover back, making it back onto the platform. Still in the game, not being able to get knocked off. Looks like he's doing a bit of juggling. Unfortunate they're getting knocked off, but still in a great position, having 2 stocks ahead. Not being able to recover Urbandale, so moving on to a 5-1 lead. So the Bobcats starting off pretty hot, 5-1. As we move on to the next player, which will be Armando. So great start so far. Looking at at what they need to do moving on to that 5-1 score lead, having Armando coming on and the twin brothers, the Ambrose twins, coming in and getting the job done and putting the Bobcats in a prime position here to do well. Kind of give his team a bit of a wiggle room in case if they were to lose a few matches, few stocks here, they can still be in the lead. So we'll see how Armando ends up doing here against Joker. So far, a closely contested battle here with Armando, but still holding on to somewhat of a lead. Great job there by Armando, finally getting that stock off of Urbandale. Hopefully creating some more damage to hopefully get a little bit of a lead on Urbandale. Looks like Urbandale just has been having some issues trying to at least get Armando's, stock out of there. So 213% is kind of crazy, just holding on to that single stock lead, but putting that bit of damage as well, moving them up to 92%. Still being able to recover that little bit of a tight squeeze there. Finally getting that stock away from Marshalltown, Urbandale. But as he was trying to get that final stock off, he did take about 92%, 100% damage. So not exactly where Urbandale wants to be at, but the spot where Marshalltown wants to be at. Almost knocking Urbandale out of there and still getting that initial lead that they have, that one stock lead. Ooh, getting knocked there, unfortunately, which brings it to Urbandale getting that stock advantage. But again, still having about 174% damage and still taking more. So Armando just needs to make sure he protects that 19% to make sure it doesn't get any higher. Nice job knocking them off. 56% damage taken, which is not too terrible. He can still kind of hold on, provide some damage to Urbandale. trying to essentially snipe him off from the sky there. Oh, being knocked out. Unfortunately, they're getting rebounded back with that ball, but still not too terrible. Marshalltown still having a 6-3 lead. 8-3 lead. So Marshalltown still holding on to the advantage as Urbandale ends up switching characters, and we will as well, as we have James coming up next. And seeing how he does next. So James having Piranha Plant as his main character. We'll see who he ends up going up against, which looks like Kazuya. So let's see if James can hold on and keep the Bobcats score winning and ends up hopefully holding on to that lead. Also, James being a very proficient sniper with his spike ball. Doing a good job just kind of shooting that ball out there, trying to get him to bite, hold on. James getting knocked out there, and as Urbandale moves on to still 3-1 stock lead, or 2 stock lead. So Urbandale ends up taking up the win there, but looks like maybe Urbandale put their best players at the end. Which ends up bringing Marshalltown, Urbandale a little closer to that gap. So 8-7, close matchup, and this for sure is going to be a close one, as you can tell Marshalltown with 3-2, 3 wins, 2 losses, and same rank or same record as Urbandale. So this is for sure going to be a closely contested game, as both have same win to lose ratio. As up next we'll have Francisco or Fran. So he'll go on as Ken. So mistake there by Urbandale, not being able to recover. Still, Fran holding on to that one stock lead, even though he has 83% damage taken. I'm finally being booted off there. So one thing about King K. Rules, he has a really good up recovery. As you can see, he just has that ability to fly up high. Nice job knocking them off and getting back that one stock. Unfortunately, they're just kind of getting knocked off, but still doing a good job and getting 2 stocks off of them. So as we get ready and move on to the next match, we will see how the Bobcats end up doing. So we will take this quick moment to just jump on and give a quick thanks to our supporters here. So we will take a brief break as we gather up, get everyone ready, pick the next match to see players. So we'll take a quick moment and we'll be right back.
A heartfelt thank you goes out to all of our incredible sponsors and supporters. Without your generosity, our esports program wouldn't be possible. A special thank you to our sponsors, Raycom, MacDine, UFCW, Local 1149, JBS, Marshalltown Company, and Emerson. Your commitment and support are truly appreciated. We also want to extend our gratitude to our supporters, Subcity and Minuteman Printing and Graphics. Your contributions make a huge difference, and we're grateful to have you by our side. Together, we're able to make our program a success. Thank you for your continued partnership.
So as we jump back on here, we move on to a tiebreaker as it was a 10-10 matchup. So we'll have to bring on the same players, but do a 1 stock instead of 3. So we will see, hopefully, how the Bobcats can move on and finally win the next match. So we'll still see the winner of match 1 as we do a repeat.
2, 1, go!
So far, let's see how well Dylan does capturing his. Nice job knocking them off, moving Bobcats 1 more score up. So we'll see how that see how they end up doing there. Hopefully Ryder was initially the first one who was playing, and now we have Dylan coming up next. So Dylan capturing his success from the first match and seeing if we can move Dylan can continue his success from his brother. Nice job there by Dylan getting one of the players, Urbandale, out. So still taking on that 2 lead. That leaves 3 matches left. Hopefully Armando can take on that, take them on and end up getting that 1 stock from them. If Armando ends up winning this one, then the Bobcats ends up taking up game 1 and moving on to game 2. Even, almost about the even damage input there, as Armando looking to hopefully just catch him. Great job there by Armando knocking him off. Ends up moving Marshalltown to a 13-10 win off of game 1. Giving Marshalltown that current win. So great job there by the Bobcats taking out game 1. As we move on now finally to game 2. As I said, they will load up, figure out who their next players are, where their lineups are, and as we give a quick break for them to capture everything, like I said, we will just step away for a little bit as they gather everything together. All right, so as we are coming back here live to watch how the Bobcats end up doing game 2, we will move on. Looks like we have Dylan starting up first instead of his brother. So again, the Bobcats ended up taking game 1 and beating Urbandale in a tough, competitive match. Ended up going to a tiebreaker as they end up tying 10-10, and Bobcats ended up winning off in the tiebreaker, 13 to 10. As we go back to the initial 3 stock win. As they make some changes there, again, going back to the initial matchup there. Alright, so as we're moving in, let's see how the Bobcats do match 2. Hopefully they can continue on to their success and continue on to win and hopefully win up the match. So we'll take a look as Dylan, Ambrose twin, is starting off. Nice job there by Dylan, getting him knocked off there and still moving on to holding on to that first stock and keeping that lead. Now having a 2-stock lead on Urbandale. Urbandale finally getting that stock off of Dylan. As the Bobcats still holding on, providing as much damage as possible to Urbandale, moving them up to 119% damage taken. Great job there by Dylan, finally getting them knocked out and taking a 3-1 lead over Urbandale. So great job there as Dylan holding on to that that win from keeping that same momentum from the initial from game 1 and doing a great job as looks like the next lineup here that we have, instead of moving up first, we're going to have Victor moving in to take a role as they switch to Daisy. And it looks like we're moving to a Victor Gutierrez, I believe, instead of Rodriguez. Good job there by Armando getting them, or Victor getting that first stock off of Urbandale. Still holding on to their initial first stock. Doing a great job there, knocking them off. Still holding on to that two stock lead. Finally getting knocked off the map, but still in a prime position here to end up taking this match. Great job there, denying that punch. Still being able to recover. Finally getting knocked off, but Urbandale having 156% damage. Just needs to make sure he avoids that go punch. As you can see, just one punch will essentially knock him out if he has enough damage taken. Great job, finally knocking them out. Marshalltown ended up taking that win as well. So Marshalltown moving up as they have 2 matches winning. As it looks like the next person that we have going up on to fight against Urbandale will be Thor Nygaard. So we will see how Thor ends up doing on this match. As they move on. So the Bobcats doing a a good start so far on match 2, ending up still, like I said, holding on to a 6-3 lead. So essentially, Urbandale will need to 3-0 them to catch up. But still, game's not over. Still lots of game left. As the initial start of the game is always a bit of a, learning curve starting out. Thor getting knocked out initially there, but like I said, first beginning is kind of a feeling out period, trying to see how your opponent is. Thor knocking them out right away and just kind of getting that stock back. Just taking some damage from that. Came up there at the wrong time as he got blasted by one of the throwables. Sort of just doing damage. Nice job there, knocking him out again. Looks like that drop kick is just brutal as he just knocks them straight out of the map there. But again, Thor needs to be careful there because he's on his last stock, so. Oh. Unfortunately getting knocked off there, but still, Thor putting up a great matchup and just holding on and still getting 2 stocks away from Urbandale. So still kind of keeping that lead away from everyone, from them, as the Bobcats move on to a 8-5 lead. 8-6 lead, sorry. So essentially, Urbandale will need to win by 2 stocks to end up moving forward. But as we move on to one of the Ambrose twins, which will be Ryder. As Ryder moves on, Kazuha versus Kazuha, we will see who will be the reigning Kazuha pretend champ. As they're both aware of each other's power, they just kind of have to make sure they avoid it. Ryder trying to get his get back, as Urbandale comes back with another grab and punch of their own. Nice job there, finally getting a stock back from Urbandale. Nice job, just kind of shooting away at him. But getting his stock taken out. But again, Urbandale had 121% damage taken. He just, especially how strong Kazuha is, he'll just essentially need to just hit him. Needs to do one big hit on him. Nice job getting him out. 62% taken for Marshalltown, but just needs to. Great job. Close matchup. Still alive. And Ryder not being able to capitalize on there, but still close matchup, doing a great job. And yeah, very, very, very close matchup there against Urbandale, back and forth. So as we will move on, Urbandale within striking distance, 10-9 again. As our final, hopefully, player will be Armando coming in.
Choose your fighter.
So Urbandale just needs one stock to initially to tie it up, 2 to win. And Armando just needs to make sure he holds on to his lead.
Three, two, one, go!
That King K. Rool's belly is what's deflecting a lot of his shots, getting Armando knocked out of there. Nice job psyching him out there. Knocking him out. Nice job getting that stock back. Hopefully can inflict as much damage as possible to hopefully get another stock off of him. Urbandale moving on to the a 1-stock lead. Nice job. Ooh, being punched there, and Urbandale ending up taking on game 2. Or tying off. Yeah, I believe they tied it up. So, miscalculation. Looks like they need to have all the players come back 1 stock each. Hopefully they can pull it off and win it off. So, as we wait and hold on, we will be right back as we try to gather all the players back.
Look. Look.
All right, as we make it back, joining on to see how the Bobcats do in their tiebreaker match.
3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, apologies. It looks like everybody knows that they've taken a match 2, so they move on to match 3 now. As we'll listen in as I catch my breath from running and trying to gather Dylan. Dylan doing a good job getting his the job done and getting knocked out. Heading up, taking a 3-1 lead. Looks like the Bobcats will end up taking on the same roster as they ended with. Oh, or actually, looks like they're moving up Ryder. So we'll move on here to match 3. Again, really close contested match as the Bobcats are looking to try to win here and beat Urbandale.
2, 1, go!
But so far, every match has been very closely contested.
Kazuya Mishima wins.
2, 1, go! Your fighter. Corona Blast. Ready? Three, two, one, go!
通し
Piranha Blast wins! Choose your fighter!
Kazuya Mishima wins.
Choose your fighter in Cinnamon. Ready?
All right, as we return to a tiebreaker match 3, apologies, got pulled aside for other stuff, but again, close matchup as we move on to see hopefully the Bobcats end up winning in match 3. Great job there as Dylan ends up taking the first stock and winning.
Choose your fighter. Kazuya.
Great job there by
Wins.
Ryder, ending up getting that that win there. So one more final win for the Bobcats. One more, and Armando's up next to end up hopefully closing off and sealing the deal for the Marshalltown Bobcats. So as long as Armando wins this one, the Bobcats will move on to a 4-2 record.
Choose your fighter.
Apologies again about that brief break intermission there. Had to got pulled aside to do work stuff, and then the twins are also part of musical or play at the moment, so they're running down to play practice, and had to run back and forth and grab them really quick. So
3, 2, 1, go!
as you can tell by the emotion going on in the room, intense matchup. Bobcats ending up taking the win from Urbandale, moving on to a 4-2 record. So close matchup from Marshalltown and Urbandale, ending up taking that final win and moving on. So great job by the Marshalltown Bobcats, winning it off in a tough, grinding match. So congratulations again to the Bobcats for winning it off and beating also a great job to Urbandale for being a great opponent. We will move on to Thursday, where the Bobcats Siege team will take on the undefeated Iowa Falls team as well. So undefeated versus undefeated. Stay tuned for that match as well. It'll be a very close, tough match, as one of the teams will lose their golden egg and have a one behind that. So again, tune in for that match. We will finish off here. Again, thank you for watching this exciting matchup, and have a great rest of your day.